I'm just gonna wait until people show up. I guess I guess I will start talking, and then basically whoever comes on in, yeah, they'll be able to kind of catch me like mid conversation. Of course, as soon as I start talking, there's sirens outside. So sorry. Gonna wait. Okay. So first, well, first I want to talk about, I guess, the concept of brightening and, lightning and all that stuff, because I think that there is lots of like negativity around it, and like there's good negativity around it because there are lots of like negative things about lightning, I suppose, is what I do want to talk about. So lightening the complexion, it kind of has to do with basically lightening your skin color. And I do want to, I guess, like clarify the fact that I do not condone skin lightening. I like if it's like your thing that you do want to do, and you are just like, I will be happy when I lighten my skin, then fine. However, I do not condone that, just because I think that unless there's an actual like medical reason as to why you're lightening your skin, um, it's just best to, I don't know, kind of rock like what you have naturally, because that's just what's beautiful. Um, and so I guess that is what I want to disclaim about lightening. I do not condone skin lightening. I do, however, support like lightening hyperpigmentation so that you can have more even complexion all around. And basically, what that means is that you know you're targeting where you are lightening. So let's say right over here I have an acne scar that it's almost gone, but I'm still waiting for it to go away. But right now I'm using like essentially lightening products to lighten that uh, spot so that it's not a dark scar anymore. And instead, it will essentially just become normal skin that is even with the rest of my complexion. So that is lightening. And then brightening, like I think a lot of people get the two mixed up, because they are similar and they kind of sound the same as well. But brightening is about like, I guess, like zhuzhing up the hue of your skin, right? So when we talk about like lackluster skin, I think, to me at least, I would say that we are talking about like skin that is kind of like, grayed out because it's dry or it's looking a bit lackluster, and it's kind of just missing that all around like glow about it. And so to add that like bright glow, you use brightening products. And yeah, that's pretty much the difference between lightening and brightening, and my little disclaimer on lightening. And yeah, I guess that's that. We shall get into the products now. So first off, when you are brightening your skin, you want to use a cleanser, right? So the thing is with brightening, um, it's all about adding just a glow to your complexion. And adding, you know, a glow that isn't just glowy, but it also looks very smooth. And I think the best way to do that is through cleansing, just because you're literally like taking off all those dead layers of skin, that uh, basically kind of just pile up and then make your skin a bit lackluster. What I would recommend is using a face cleanser with AHAs inside. So AHAs are basically going to just get into your skin, essentially into little tiny crevices, and exfoliate it. And so once you have exfoliated your skin, it's just going to be super like smooth. All the dead skin is going to be gone. And you will like have a glow just from that. So that's that. I would personally recommend using, oh man, I would personally recommend using an AHA face cleanser during the evening. You can use it either morning or night. It really doesn't matter, I guess. But anything that, you know, calls for like stripping layers of your skin, whether those layers are, you know, made of dead skin cells or not, you're still stripping like some sort of natural protection that your skin has created for itself. And so basically, because you are stripping your skin, it's going to make your skin more sensitive to the sun. And due to that, uh, I would definitely like use it at night just so that you're not really in the sun that much after cleansing with a chemical exfoliator. But if you do want to use this during the daytime, you are like, this is my favorite cleanser and I need to use it during the day. Just make sure you are always, always, always wearing like SPF, your most heavy duty SPF you have. Uh, for AHA products used during the day, I tend to like veer towards the physical sunscreen side. So anything with zinc oxide, titanium oxide, all that stuff. I definitely recommend that. So yeah, that's that. Then I have no. Um, oh no. Sorry, I almost just bought this myself. Hold on. Okay. So next I have the Grace and Stella Brightening and Moisturizing Eye Cream. So I decided to put an eye cream in this mix because, eye creams, a lot of people ask me, I think it's one of like the main things that people ask me is, how do I get rid of dark circles? Truth is, there is no way. It's kind of like, well, I mean, there is a way, but if your dark circles are genetic, they're just going to be there forever because that's literally like just the nature of your skin. So dark circles, they happen because, the skin under the eye, super thin. And so it kind of, I guess, like becomes a bit translucent and you get to see all of the like essentially veins, capillaries, all that stuff that is just surrounding the eye, right? And so if it is genetic, it's most likely that your skin, like, there's not going to be any product to like grow your skin to become more opaque, if that makes sense. Um, you're kind of just stuck with it. And I mean, I have genetic dark circles. I'm wearing concealer right now and you can still see them. And I had like 8 hours of sleep last night. So, yeah, I'd say definitely if it is genetic, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. You can definitely try like, um, you know, kind of like facial massage to get any excess blood pooling out of there. But for the most part, I'd say that if it's genetic, it's gonna be there. It's been there this long. It's gonna keep being there, and that is just the nature of those of us born with dark circles. But if your dark circles are due to the fact that you're tired or I guess tired is mainly the thing. Um, First, I would recommend like sleeping. That is just that. It's definitely good to fix the problem from within rather than just trying to mask it. But um, if you do notice that, after you've taken a little nap and, you're feeling wide awake now and this and that, and your dark circles are still kind of there, I would definitely recommend trying a eye cream just like this, where, it has vitamin C inside to brighten the skin. So it's going to add natural brightness to the skin. And then it also has just a bunch of moisturizing ingredients inside that, the skin under your eye, because it's so thin, it actually like absorbs a very tiny amount of product very quickly. And so moisturizing products under the skin tends to kind of like plump the skin, if that makes sense. And so it'll kind of fill in all the fine lines and wrinkles, but also any, I guess, hollowness here. It'll totally just bring it forth and make it seem as if you're awake. So that's that. Next, I have these Zitstica Hyperfade colloidal patches, and these patches are one of my favorites. They essentially have like little tiny micro needles inside of a patch, and you essentially put it onto like a dark spot to lighten the area. And it's great to use after your pimple has died, because obviously there are pimple patches that help, draw out the pimple and like speed up the life cycle of the acne spot. But these stickers are meant to use pretty much right after the life cycle of the pimple is complete, so that it can help you to fade any dark circles or dark spots. And yeah, it's really cool because those tiny little needles, they don't feel like anything. It feels the same as if you're pressing Velcro, if that even. If that makes sense, right? I think we've all probably pressed like the rough side of Velcro once in our lives, like as children or something. But yeah, it essentially feels like that. It's completely pain free, and basically with those needles, it just like helps to get the product penetrate your skin even more, which is awesome. So next, I am going to be talking about the Genevieve MD Vitamin C Brightening Serum. So vitamin C, I have waxed poetic about it many times in the past. And yeah, I mean, so essentially it is a antioxidant. And what does it mean for something to be an antioxidant, right? Um, so when an ingredient is an antioxidant, basically what it does, it is that it protects your skin against free radicals. So basically free radicals are like, to put it very simply, incomplete molecules. But if you go back to, like your memories of chemistry class, Molecules are always looking to be complete. Um, it's kind of like they're just looking for their other half. And unfortunately, for these free radicals that come from UV radiation, they come from pollution. It's kind of just all in the air, constantly surrounding us. And so, with what happens when free radicals touch our skin, free radicals are always in search of oxygen to be complete. So, when free radicals come in contact with our skin, it literally steals oxygen atoms from our skin that, like, deteriorates the skin. This is the same exact chemical process that happens with an apple. You slice an apple and you, I don't know, leave it out for half an hour, and all of a sudden it's brown, and eventually it just becomes shriveled, and that's that. So, yeah, that's exactly what happens to our skin with oxidation. Obviously, on a very microscopic level, we don't really see it with our naked eye, which is why, we don't like turn into dry little apples or anything like that. Um, but what vitamin C does is that as an antioxidant, it essentially, like, it kind of sacrifices itself for your skin. So by putting a layer of vitamin C on during the day, actually what you're doing is like putting a layer of a bunch of vitamin C molecules that say, like, hey, listen, free radical, I know you want an oxygen atom. You're not getting it from this skin, but let me give you some of mine. That's literally how vitamin C works against free radicals. So, what's really cool about vitamin C, though, is that not only is it protecting your skin from free radical damage, but it also works great as brightener. And so, you know, whenever you, honestly, whenever you see someone with like super glowy, dewy skin, you best believe like they are using vitamin C. It basically just brightens the skin and also lightens hyperpigmentation, which, I was talking about the difference between those two, and vitamin C kind of does it both. So it's amazing. And then the last product I'm going to be talking about today is the January Labs Daily Brightening Tonic. Again, I was talking about an AHA cleanser. However, sometimes like using a chemical exfoliator as your cleanser every day, it could be a bit much for those with sensitive skin. And so, what I would recommend is to use a toner, much like this one, an exfoliator inside of it, just so that, you can kind of alternate days where you are using an AHA toner, and then some days you're not because your skin is just too sensitive. This one is also great for sensitive skin because it has lactic acid, which is an AHA. So it's going to, really brighten the complexion and also honestly clear the complexion as well. Um, but it also has aloe inside, so it's going to really work to calm the skin, which is pretty much all you can ever hope for if you are looking to brighten sensitive skin, which I'm sure we all are at some point. So that's pretty much that. Yeah, I mean, no one ended up joining me, but um, I don't know if maybe someone did join me, and maybe there's a bit of a glitch and I don't like see anyone joining or anything like that. But yeah, if you are there, thank you for watching. Sorry it took like, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start talking at 10 minutes if no one ends up showing up. Yeah, if you are there, thank you for joining me. And if you aren't, I don't know. Aw, maybe next week people will come. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys all later and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.